But as news breaks and develops, we will cover it all. Okay, let's go to your calls. The toll-free number to join us is 800-259-9231. Please make your point. I'll attempt to be brief so we can move on to the next person to get everybody on board here. Carl in California, thanks for holding. You're on the air.
God bless you, young man. I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now. May I have just 30 seconds to give credit to a group here in Southern California? I call it Babylon 2. to thank you for waking us up here. We pray for you every day, Alex. We want you to continue this fight. We're passing out your CDs. It's a fantastic group. It's an Adventist group here in Southern California. We pass out the DVDs and the CDs at our market night. And I got together with them, and they awakened me. They got me to get rid of all my worldly ways, to give up listening to the media, to get rid of watching anything that the national news and so on and so forth tells us lies every day. And we just love you, man.
Well, Carl, we appreciate you as well. Overall, it's good to unplug from television, but it's good to monitor the propaganda. I don't watch sitcoms or dramas, but every time I do, it's the meth head in the show that abuses children is a Ron Paul supporter, or the libertarian is a pedophile, or the person that wants national sovereignty wants to murder people, or the person that is concerned about the Federal Reserve is going to release nerve gas in New York, or the person that is concerned about chemtrails is going to shoot children. It's everywhere. And so we've got to remember the brain-dead public, either folks are totally starting to wake up or they're getting more deep under mind control. It's kind of that split is happening. And we have to remember that it is getting more and more overt. And so it's good sometimes when I'm tired or don't want to do an extra broadcast or don't want to do another radio interview or don't want to really put in the midnight oil. All I've got to do is turn on the news or really turn on entertainment. That's where the real propaganda is, because they know folks are in an area of suspended disbelief and are very subconsciously open to be programmed. You watch it, and it's like something out of some high-tech brainwashed future. It is so ridiculous.
Absolutely. Chemtrails was the first thing that I noticed. And the group told me, look out in the skies early in the morning. You'll see a nice, beautiful blue sky day. But do you notice, when's the last time you saw the sky to stay blue the rest of the day? Now, from the fall of last year to the spring of this year, horizon to horizon, they shot the chaff all the way across the sky. And then I was waking up people say, hey, did you notice that? Do you know what that is out there? That's aluminum, strontium, barium, and other type of poisonous gases that they're releasing on us each and every day. And the people just, were dismayed and didn't believe it. But I've been trying to go around on a crusade here in my local town.
Well, good job, Carl. We got to jump to get to other folks, but that's exciting. Look, for those that are new listeners, 17 years ago, starting in about 95, before I was even on air, I got on air on Access in 95, people were saying, are you seeing how the jet trails don't go away now? And pilots and people I knew were saying they must be dumping their fuel or something. This is weird. And they're forming at low altitudes even in the summer, and it's forming these hazes. And look at the chemicals. And then by about 12 years ago, different scientists would go up on their own aircraft and capture some of it. They would test the soil. They said it's barium salt, strontium, aluminum dioxide. This is some type of weather modification. And then 2 years ago, the first speech, the head of the science czar, of all science operations for DARPA, you name it, that's what Holdren's over. The guy that says put stuff in the water to sterilize the public, world government, exterminate people, a very, very wicked person, but he's in line with the rest of them, and so that's why he's put in that position. He came out and said, yes, there's been a 15-year-long program, so that's now a 17-year program. And he even mentions the Nobel Prize that the scientist won, I think it was 92, for coming up with a plan to spray these things in the atmosphere to save us from global warming. And some people say that when they did all those high-altitude nuke tests, it blew holes in the ionosphere and that they're trying to fix it. I don't know the truth. All I know is the old-timers went and did the test, made films, went on record, said it's barium salts, aluminum dioxide. got called crazy, and then the government comes out and says, yeah, we've got secret programs that have been in the testing phase. We're getting ready to go operational with geo-engineering. It's terraforming the planet to the way they want. And it's secret, the details, but we are spraying aluminum dioxides, barium salts, other things. Exactly what the researchers said. Exactly. And see, it was always hidden in plain view. It was about 5 years ago, a caller called and he said, you haven't typed in high altitude aerosol, passive aerosol spraying campaign? And I said, no. And he said, yeah, I just found this. And by the way, nobody had found this stuff. It was a caller found it. I put the call out, looked it up on Google, and it was all these universities and Department of Energy and everybody involved with the UN admitting worldwide weather modification test and that they were manipulating the weather. And so for 5 years, we've talked about it. And a couple years into that, John P. Holdren came out and said, yeah, it's all true. We're doing it for your own good. Details are classified. And that's what I mean. They just go, yeah, we got space planes. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're spraying stuff in the atmosphere. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we created some human clones. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we crossed them with animals. Don't worry about it. Folks, Dancing with the Stars, American Idol, this is not what matters. We are in a very, very strange position right now with very crazy anti-human people running things that are jacking with our food, our water, the vaccines. We're all in this together. 99.9% of people are not aware of this who are outside of these circles. We've reverse engineered the information and covered it. But we are living in a science fiction movie. We are living in a false reality. If you're tuned into the mainline information on the news. All right, let's go to Pastor Lon.